Hiya. I like to make short videos of things that I've done and try and get to the point as quick as possible. We've got a globe here. It's got a circumference of 56.7, 56.8. And we've got two sheets here, 28.4 centimeters. And we made squares, and I started off with tracing paper. There we go, and then the other one. Give some examples of how I did it. So there we go. Okay. So tracing paper, and I got the square. I made a square of tracing paper, stuck it to the globe, both ends, and then I cut off the excess. I pinched it, and then you'll notice that there are cuts like that because when you pinch it, it overlaps slightly over the equator line or meridian, and then you have to cut a bit off, so when it all goes together and snug, it kind of curves there. Like I said, I like to do short videos. If I'm going too fast, just give me feedback. Okay, so taking this tracing paper, I then put it onto A4, same dimensions. A centimeter is 705 kilometers on this, using the average of 40,000 and 41.5 kilometer great circles. So trying to get this onto a 2D map. So when the pinching happens, I've done them onto corners because there's no way I can fix corners down. It's a lot easier to fix top and bottom, left and right. If I make a line, then the lines fit nicely onto there, and all I have to do is transfer the image onto here. Happy days. And the surface area pretty much come out the same. So that was a good thing. So none of this is using Google Maps and things like that. It's just using that ball there, simply. So you can see nice little things where Greenland restores its size, Iceland, UK. People might say, oh, there's no way you can do it, stuff like that. So we'll try to do it for yourself and then kind of figure out that I end up with the best way of doing this. So you've got America there, going to Florida, going up to there to Newfoundland, and then going up there, all good there, and then I thought I drew in Hawaii. Oh yeah, sorry, New Zealand. I thought it was Hawaii. So New Zealand I could draw in a bit better and stuff. But then you got the international date line, which just clips East Siberia there. So yeah, should I go make the effort to colour it? I think this was my task that I set myself, and I achieved it. So we can do little testing things like distances. If it's 705 kilometers, then we can do something like this, and we can test the smallest distance from South America to Africa. So you've got 4.6 centimeters at 705. So 4.8 is 3384 and 4.6 is 3243. So yes, people might say, oh, I didn't do what I was doing right. Well, I've done this a few times, and this is my best result. Just improved every single time. So that distance is meant to be 3,000 kilometers, and some have said that's 2,500. But even trying to use what we are using as a base, then that helps. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Flat earthers don't seem to realise that the distance. Sorry about the poor phone. The distance from Australia to Santiago is not achievable on a flat Earth map, and what you would have to do is prove that there are lands where I say surface area missing, on the flat Earth map, so that it brings those two together. Because Sydney to Santiago is about 18,000 kilometers on a flat Earth map in a straight line, and they can do that in 11,340. So this checks out, the measurement checks out. I got 16.5, but give or take, depending on speeds and tolerances variables. But 11,340 is what it should be. So that's pretty accurate of what I've got going on here. Obviously, like I said, I'm just measuring a straight line there. So there's better things that could be happening. My ultimate thing, that if it was true, basically a section here, obviously this gets taken away, but it's almost like there's more missing somewhere. You've got like a spaceship graveyard, areas like that. Spaceship graveyard, if it didn't exist, I'm sure it does exist, but places, vile vortices all around the world, anomalies of areas that possibly don't exist. Yes, you've got to an area, but its degrees have been, your navigation has been stretched, expanded, so you think that you've travelled 10 kilometers when in fact you've only travelled 8. If you watch my other videos, you'll see things. So I'm coming to the end of this now. If you watch my other videos, and I do have things that I've done with the Mercator map where I've actually moved Africa down 10 degrees, and then the magnetic equator ends up lining up quite well at a slight angle, so bringing this section down 10 degrees. Does that get affected? Possibly. There might be 10 degrees less in the southern hemisphere. I don't know, trying different things out. But this is and this is it. So I've never seen one of these before, and if I get enough interest, then I'll colour it in. But do I need to colour it in? It's more about details, isn't it? Just fill that in. And that there, yeah, that's just probably coming down a bit more natural like that. Yeah, tell me what you think. Thanks.